What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be talking about a topic that is, I think, super critical when it comes to outbound sales, particularly right now with all of the automated emails going out, all of the email blasting, and just general spammy messaging that's happening on really every single sales channel. And I think this is one thing that I think gets missed. We talk a lot about copywriting, email templates, how to structure your sequences. I talk about all these things. But what sort of call to action should you use? But we don't really talk about as much as what are you actually offering? And for most people, if you ask an SDR, sales leader, whatever, and you ask them, hey, what's the offer that's going into your cold emails or your outbound messaging? They're typically not going to have much of an answer for you, or they're just like, it's a demo, right? We're trying to get them on a demo. And if that's your answer, this video is for you. So I'm going to talk about why mastering the offer is so important, a few different ways you can do it, and yeah, we'll jump right in. So, um, like I just said, your offer is how you stand out, right? Cold email is the most scalable channel, which is why everybody is doing it a lot. And to stand out, and what I mean by stand out is actually getting a meeting, you need to have a killer offer that actually cuts through the noise and gets people to act, right? Because taking a meeting, taking a 15, 30-minute meeting, or God forbid, a 45-hour long meeting, if that's what you do, is a lot of commitment. And most people don't want to do it, especially when everybody's asking them for their time. So, one concept I like to keep in mind is make your demo worth paying for. So, if you ask big questions, it challenges you to come up with big ideas, right? So, if you were to ask yourself, how would I make my demo worth paying for? What would you change? What would you include in that offer? What sort of advice and offers and things would you give within that demo? And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Oops. Okay, so examples, right? Uh, the problem, I'm going to use Mailshake at first, and that's the easiest one because obviously it's where I sell, but I'm going to share some more examples later. So the problem we solve at Mailshake is email deliverability, or in other words, emails going to spam, right? And so instead of us offering a demo to show how Mailshake can help their emails from going to spam, we give first in our messaging. So what this looks like is an email deliverability consultation. So we'll do calls where we're not even talking about Mailshake. We are just consulting them on email deliverability, going through their email copy, helping them remove spam words, helping them fix errors with their domain, etc. We are giving them free email deliverability guides, right? We are going through and saying, hey, don't even take a demo with us. Send us your email templates. We'll check for any spam words and then we'll send the information back. That way you're getting value up front, right? So all this is stuff that we know sales leaders really want, right? It requires minimal time. We are not demoing them. This is all something that's in it for them, not necessarily for us. And the interesting thing, this requires two things. So first, it requires patience because it doesn't mean you're not going to get to discover them, and or you'll do some discovery, but you're not going to be able to demo them and get next steps and all that stuff right away. There's an extra step in this process. But what happens is you build a lot of trust with people, and when you help them solve part of the problem for free, they end up seeing the larger problem. So what I mean by this is taking the example of Mailshake. If I help them remove spam words from their email copy, they're going to realize, wow, this is great, but there's also a lot of other problems that are associated with deliverability that I can continue to improve my open reply rate with. And that's when you slide in with your product or service because that becomes a solution to all these larger problems. You've helped them solve a small problem. Now they see the big problem and now they want to work with you. So again, that's the big thing that we're focusing on here is how can I give before asking. These are examples in my email templates here. I've shared some of these in my newsletter before, but this is what a lot of our emails look like. Hey, if you're open to it, we can assess your deliverability, to see how many of your emails might be going to spam. Um, Same sort of thing. Hey, I checked your domain, noticed a couple things that could be keeping you from the inbox. Happy to share the results. So I just did like a domain assessment. My offer is sending the results of that domain assessment so they can know what's going on and fix it, right? I'm not asking for a demo. So how do you do it, right? I just shared an example from Mailshake, and I'm about to share another example for a different company. It's really simple. So first, you want to ask yourself, what problems does my company solve? If it's one problem, if it's multiple problems, you should know the answer to this question, I hope. And the second step is think about all the free ways you can help someone solve that problem without actually buying your software or service. So some simple answers are a consultation, right? So whatever you sell, you should understand some free ways you can help people begin to solve that problem. Uh, and if you have some sort of free trial with that, you can offer free access to your platform. Think about different ways you can do this, right? You can give them like a small piece of your platform to try for free. You can offer guides, and one kind of quick tip on that when I'm sharing like email deliverability guides. Mailshake has a lot that are awesome, but I'm never really sharing Mailshake's guides because that comes across as really biased. I actually go into HubSpot because they have a lot of really good email deliverability guides, and I'll download the PDFs and I'll share them with those people. When you share somebody a PDF rather than a link, it feels a little bit more exclusive, feels a little more valuable. Everybody has links, but a PDF feels like it's a little bit more important. So I'll download PDF guides from HubSpot, share them with these people, make them feel a little bit more exclusive. And again, that's basically called borrowing trust from a more trusted person, provider, company. In that case, HubSpot. So again, just think about all the ways you can help somebody solve that problem for free. Another way to like kind of get your gears turning is whatever problem you solve, if somebody came to you and said, "Hey, this is the problem I have." It's a friend. Like, let's say it's a friend, and they come to you, they're trying to solve this problem, and they can't buy your software. They don't have the budget to buy your software. What advice are you giving them to overcome this challenge? What sort of things can you help them do for free? Again, I can't do that for you because I don't know your product, but these are just the questions I would ask if I were in your shoes to figure this out on your own. And so I'm going to use an example of a company called Reveal. My good friend Luke Ruffing works there. We're a customer of Reveal. It's a partnership software. I may not know Reveal's value prop nearly as well as my friend Luke or the company, but I'm going to do my best. And so, again, Reveal, it's a partnership software. The main problems they solve is low win rates and lack of pipeline by helping you facilitate intros and referrals through your partner network. And so what their ICP might care about, for example, is how they can leverage their partner network to get more referrals, who are the best partnership thought leaders to follow, how to run a successful B2B partnership, the latest data on partner-led growth, and how to get more partners, right? So that's 5 examples we can use to write 5 different email templates. Those are 5 different offers. So number one, right? Like if you're an account executive for Reveal, you should be an expert in partnerships, right? So get internally with your team and try to come up with ask the team what are the best ways you can build a partnership network, what are the best email templates you can use to facilitate referrals, and then compile that into a PDF or go find it from. Again, HubSpot has a lot of resources on a lot of this stuff. If you sell SaaS, go compile a guide and say, hey, here are 5 templates you can use or 5 playbooks you can use to get more referrals from your partnerships. Go find, well, we're going to talk about this in the next example, how to get more partners, right? Go interview folks that are really successful partner thought leaders and get their feedback on how do you go about getting more partnerships within your company, things of that nature, right? I'm just kind of thinking off the cuff here, but you get the point. And so, example I can use with that with those 5 ideas. We're going to take number 4, the latest data on partner-led growth. So that's one thing that Reveal's ICP might care about. We're going to use that to kind of write an email template and craft an offer. So how you can do it, again, ask your customers where they're consuming content, ask your marketing team for ideas, just start Googling stuff. So for the example number 4, partner-led growth data, I found this really cool report from HubSpot on the state of partner-led growth in 2023. Download it as a PDF, again, because PDFs seem more important than a link. And then here's an email template I found. So the subject line, I like boring, simple subject lines, partner-led growth in 2023. Looks like you lead the partnership team at company name. Found this report from HubSpot that I thought you'd enjoy. They surveyed 8 executives from companies like Zapier and SEMrush to get their perspective on partner-led growth. Is this a big focus of yours right now? So I'd actually change the template and say, want me to send the report is the call to action. So again, want me to send the report. That will entice more people to respond. You're not including a link in your email, which is going to hurt deliverability. And then you can send back that PDF. So again, this video went a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but hopefully I got across my idea of focus more on your offer. If your offer is crap, nothing else matters. Don't worry about subject lines. Don't worry about email templates. Don't worry about your sequence. Don't worry about any of that. You need to have a strong offer. And then everything else is just icing on the cake, right? Because I've seen ugly emails that get good replies. My good friend, Jordan Crawford, he was showing me some email templates that he's using for a recent newsletter I did. We actually shared them in the newsletter. Super long email, lots of paragraphs, right? And everybody says if your email is more than 120 words, it's not going to work. His offer is killer. He's getting a super good reply rate, booking meetings off of it for his clients. But it's because the offer is so killer that it's okay if the email is long, right? So the offer kind of breaks all the rules around it if it's really good. And I'm going off on a tangent, so I'm going to end there. Thank you for watching.